Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, Kommo-o is coming out on the 11th of July till the 13th of July, and then again at the 18th till the 20th of July. It's going to be 7-star fighting type, Mightiest Mark. Here are all the details if you want to find out anything more. Now, just a few Pokemon I've been looking at. These aren't guaranteed to work because we never know what it's going to have with its actual moves. But we can guarantee that it will have a Dragon-type move and a Fighting-type move. It will get double stab on its Fighting-type moves, so they'll be pretty dangerous. It could possibly have something like Iron Head, and it could possibly have something like Throat Chop, but we just don't know until it releases. So these are just possible ones that might work, or are more likely to work than others. Its attack is better than its defense, and it is a fighting type who are mainly physical attackers. So I'm guessing it's going to be adamant nature and be a physical attacker. And with Slowbro, you're getting a resistance to those fighting type moves at the very least. Also, it could have a cell move. It doesn't really have any special attacking setup options except for Clangorous Soul, but it could have something like Bulk Up or Dragon Dance. Now that the Kommo-o is covered, we'll go into the actual Slowbro. So, Psychic-type Tera held out in Shell Bell to restore health the more damage we deal. Max EVs in special attack and special defense. And then we're going with the Modest Nature as well as the ability Oblivious, just in case it does have Taunt. And then going into the moves, we're just running a standard Slowbro like setup, which is a Nasty Plot to raise our special attack. Iron Defense to raise our defense by 2 stages, especially good against what will be probably a physical attacking Kommo-o. We have heals just in case we need it in between, and then the damage will all come from stored power, because the greater your stats are boosted, the greater the damage does. So 20 plus 20 for each stat boosted. So if we're on +6 special attack and +6 special defense, that's going to be an extra 240 damage, taking it to 260, and super effective. It's going to do a lot of damage. And then all we'll have to do is try and find a workaround for the nullifies and the removes negative effects, as well as the shields. Now, everyone can get this Slowbro. What everyone can't get is the Galarian Slowbro. Now, the Galarian Slowbro has ×4 resistance to fighting type moves. So we've put it in the mix as well. It's going to have Shell Bell to restore health the more damage we deal, the same as the other Slowbro. Max EVs and special attack and defense. The ability Quick Draw, which enables us to move first occasionally. That's down to luck, but if we do get it in close situations, it could be the difference. But this time, instead of Nasty Plot, we've gone with Calm Mind. Just in case it does sneak a special attack in there, that covers the special attacking side, Iron Defense to cover the physical attacking side, Slack Off to get our health back, and then the same as before, Stored Power to actually do damage. So it's different, but it's similar. That's why we have both of them in there. Now, this one I've put in there more for multiplayer. I will probably use this when we do a 7-star stream, just taking on Kommo-os, but it's going to be a Spaffra with the Psychic-type Tera held out in Shell Bell to restore health the more damage we deal. Max EVs in special attack and defense, Modest Nature, max IVs in everything except attack. The ability Speed Boost on this one, not the other one that raises our stats if they raise their stats, because if we get Speed Boost every turn, then if Dragon Dance does become a problem, then at least we will be faster, right? If it does use Dragon Dance, then we can just use our Speed Boost, and now we're faster than it again. We have a Lumina Crash, one of the best moves on the game, 80 power, 100 accuracy, it lowers special defense by 2 stages every time we use it. Great in solo, great in groups. Roost to get health back, Psychic Terrain to increase the damage of our Lumina Crash and other Psychic types on the team, and then Reflect, because Reflect is always good against physical attackers. That'll save us for 4 to 5 turns. Okay, so that's 3 solid choices in terms of actual just Pokemon in general. But all 3 of these Pokemon are weak to Dark types, and if it does have a sneaky Dark type in there, then we have to be careful. So we have a fun option in Mimikyu. I want to see if this works, because I believe, to my knowledge, in this game, Mimikyu is the only Pokemon that is both a Ghost type and a Fairy type. Now, fighting moves don't affect Ghost types. Dragon moves don't affect Fairy types. So we're cutting out its 2 stab moves already, and it cannot use any moves that are stabbed to us as long as we keep this type in. Of course, we're not going with Stellar types, it does less damage. We will be going just pure Fairy type when we actually terrestrialize. And then the Shell Bell to restore health the more damage we deal. Max EVs in not HP, attack and defense, the adamant nature, max IVs and everything except for special attack. And here's the fun part. At the start of the turn, we get a free turn. Disguise once per battle, the shroud that covers the Pokemon can protect it from an attack. So that means that we basically get a free turn at the start of the raid, and we can do anything we want with that, while the Kommo-o can't really do anything to us. And then we have Play Rough as our main attacking move, and it can lower attack, which is nice, but we also have Hone Claws to boost our attack and accuracy, because boosting the accuracy makes sure that Play Rough is going to hit 100% of the time. And then we have Bulk Up to increase our attack and defense. We've got more defensive than offensive here. If I was going more offensive, I would go Swords Dance, but I've gone Bulk Up here because I want to be careful, because it can be a little bit frail, Mimikyu at times after that disguise is gone. And then we have Charm for when the shield's not up, we can lower that attack by 2 stages. So we have plenty of stuff to kind of deal with it, and hopefully that one works out, because that's a fun one I do want to try out. And then we have 2 supports for the people that love going support. Our first one is going to be Weirdy. So it's a normal and psychic type, and we're going to be going with the leftovers for the actual held item. Get health back every single turn to keep it alive. Max EVs in HP and defense. You want the nature that's up in defense, down in special attack, so that's going to be Impish. And max IVs in everything. You don't really need the attacks. Now, the ability here is going to be Intimidate. That's going to be huge for us here, because it just lowers the Kommo-o's attack as soon as we enter the battle. So that's going to be great. If it has setup, then we can cancel out the setup on turn 0, which is amazing. And we also have Lunge to lower its attack even more. Reflect to put up a physical barrier on the whole team while we're supporting. Helping Hand to increase the damage of a certain Pokemon on our team if there is a standout Pokemon that's doing all the damage. And then Side Shield Bash in case we want extra incentive to get better defense on the actual Pokemon. It may only be 90 accuracy, but it does guarantee the defense boost on our actual Pokemon if we do hit. Last Pokemon that is here is going to be Hatterene with the Stellar type Tera. Honestly, we're probably not going to terrestrialize, but I've just put Stellar just anyway. We have leftovers to restore health at the end of every turn, keeps it alive. Max EVs in HP and defense, the bold nature this time, because our special attack is just really high, and even though we don't have any special attacks, it's just kind of nice. Seeing it super high, it doesn't really matter which one you do, Impish or bold, really. And then we have max IVs and everything except the attacking stats. And the ability, Magic Bounce, reflects stats moves instead of getting hit by them, just in case it throws a curveball and has any weird moves in there. And then we have Life Dew to restore health of the entire team, Charm to lower the attack of the opposing Pokemon, Reflect, that helps while the shield's up and we can't use Charm, and then Nuzzle to guarantee paralysis, so that maybe it'll miss a couple of turns on our allies and give them a better chance to set up, better chance to do more damage without taking damage, and you don't have to use as many heals and stuff. So if you have any of these Pokemon on standby, then I'd be looking out for them while the upcoming actual event comes up. Of course, you don't have to build like all of these Pokemon right now. I would just wait until the actual event comes out. It's just a few Pokemon, a few ideas, but let me know if you're going to be using anything different. And of course, we will be bringing out a video when it actually drops on how to solo it and that good stuff. And then a stream most likely on the Saturday, because I won't be here on the Friday. But I hope this video has helped you out, maybe gave you some fun ideas you didn't have before. And I'll catch you on the next one.